All right, so Mike, you've done a good handful of residential rehabs over the last, I guess, 10 years now that you've been doing them, and you've been exposed to them almost your whole life.
Yeah.
I've done a decent amount of rehabs over the last 6-8 years now as well. What are some of your tips that you can give to somebody that is looking into getting into rehabbing properties?
Right. Well, I would say number one, what you guys need to realize is this is not your house that you're building. One of my biggest mistakes I made on my first flip is I essentially made love to the property.
Yeah.
You know, every little detail that I love, crown molding everywhere, wainscoting everywhere, and my budget went completely upside down. And I made the house too personalized. Yep. You know, the idea of flipping houses is we want to put out a high quality product that anyone can buy. You know, that's why you see all these houses, they have gray walls, they have neutral floors, white cabinets, because anybody can move their furniture that they're living in now and move it into your new house and it'll all go together. You know, so number one, do not make the property for how you want it. Make the property for what all the other properties out there look like.
So what you're telling me is not to really follow all of the guidance that we get from HGTV.
Exactly. Yep. HGTV, throw it out. Look, it's fun to throw some shiplap on some contrast walls.
Yep.
You know, do some wainscoting. But at the end of the day, it's just not practical, especially in this market.
Right.
This market is extremely competitive. And everything sells.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't have to put in that $3.50 to $4 per square foot ceramic tile in there. You know, you could put some Subway tile. Everybody loves Subway. Subway's timeless.
Is for anything you put into a house, when you're rehabbing a house, you have to look at, will it make you money?
Right.
Period. And I think you and I, we don't do some of the real low end stuff that some other investors do.
No.
You'll have some people that literally, they won't do anything, especially in this market, and they'll
change the carpet, paint the walls.
And it's gross,
and that doesn't work.
That doesn't work either.
You know, but at the end of the day, you don't want to personalize the house.
That's right, 100%.
You know, the dark black tiles that you might like, it's not what the broader market likes.
That's right.
You know, so you need to remember, you know, look at other houses that are for sale in the area. You know, if 10 houses all have gray walls and white cabinets and they're all selling, don't paint your walls tan or blue and have dark cabinets and Formica countertops, you know? Right. So you want to go with what the market's telling you to do.
All right, so number one, don't fall in love with your house.
Yep.
What's another recommendation you would have for somebody going out there, stepping into the residential investment space to rehab properties?
Yeah, get a Rolodex. And by a Rolodex is you need 2 or 3 of every single tradesman. So, you know, we're working on a property down there in Pasadena right now and had a roofer go out there. You know, oh, I'm 3 weeks out. Had another roofer go out there. Oh, I could start in 2 weeks, but I'm $6,500, which is $2,000 more than we budgeted. You need to have a Rolodex to have a couple different people go in there to give you bids, not only to get the best price, but also to help you with your schedule. Because if one guy's 4 weeks out, but you can get another guy in there this week,
it's worth the extra money.
It's worth the extra money.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, exactly, every day that property is sitting and not turning, it is costing you money.
Yep. So
that's number 2.
Rolodex.
Have a Rolodex.
Yeah, and that's not just tradespeople either.
That's lenders.
100%.
Okay, that's real estate agents.
Yep.
Okay, just because you sold a house with a real estate agent in downtown doesn't necessarily make them a great agent to sell real estate out in the county.
Yep.
So
insurance brokers, every aspect of somebody, attorneys. If you're going to be dealing with legal matters, which you should be and you will be in your business, you need to have multiple different attorneys that deal with specifics.
Business attorney, tax
100%.
attorney, estate attorney.
Yep.
You're never going to believe how many attorneys you need when you get into this business.
Yeah. What you don't want to do in this business is put all of your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
And have an external entity that relies on that you rely on for all of your business. Because if they go belly up, something happens with their business, you're in a bad spot. Title companies are a huge one. You have to have multiple title companies because you can't control what that title company does. And when you find a good one, stick to them and build that good, strong relationship with them. All right, so
and make sure they have what they want, because at the end of the day, we have 22 transactions out there right now.
Absolutely.
And you have to spread it around. You can't overload
100%.
You know, a business and expect them, hey, I want this done this second. It's not reasonable.
All right, so we have don't fall in love with the property. have a Rolodex. What else do you have? One more good tip that we have for somebody that's going to be rehabbing a property.
I would say get a really, really good partner or lender. And I mean partner as far as a financial partner, okay? You might not need a partner in helping you make decisions on what color towel you're gonna get, but have a good lender, okay? When I got into this business, you know, I had to start off with the hard money and the private money. And it was, you know, submit this document, it was almost like getting a bank loan. You know, and through building relationships, you know, networking, you know, at different events and meeting different lenders, you know, I met some really, really good guys and girls over the years, and it makes business so much simpler to where, you know, I can send an email and say, hey, I have this property down the street, you know, I'm gonna buy it for $100,000, I'm gonna put $50,000 into it, and I'm gonna sell it for $250,000. He says, okay, great, when am I sending the wire?
Yep.
You know, so relationships are super important. So maybe not just good lenders and partners, I would say good relationships.
Good relationships.
I would say more than anything.
Yep.
You know, at the end of the day, you're on a rehab. Hey, Mike, you know, what do I do on this? And I'm on a rehab. Hey, Alex, well, you did this on the last project. But it's all about relationships to where I can make a call. He might be able to solve my problem. I might be able to solve his. A lender might be able to help me out of a situation.
Yep. This is a relationship business. 100%. This is a relationship-based business. So we have, do not fall in love with the house that you're working on.
Yep.
Get a Rolodex of people that you are going to do business with, multiple people for each trade, for each industry. And then 3, build relationships.